How many unarmed black men die from the hands of police every year?
The unarmed
nationally.
black? Are you serious?
How many?
Charlie Kirk, we're talking about something that
No, you just said police. How many unarmed black men die at the hands of police every year?
Did I say that is the reason why
you just said police?
Policing is an issue.
You're right. We don't have enough police on the streets of black neighborhoods.
The police department is well more funded than our normal libraries.
What is the number one cause of black death in Chicago?
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks?
No, who's killing the blacks from Chicago? A bunch of kids from Highland Park? Look. Man.
Let's read it. 70% of offenders were African American. Wait, pull it back up.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. So I recently came in contact with this Charlie Kirk's video where he was having this very brilliant conversation with these college students, and I think it is important that we all check out this video. However, when I said brilliant, okay, I was totally referring to Charlie Kirk's part of the conversation. The college kid, no, he's definitely lost, and it would take the grace of God, a lot of time and a lot of patience to wake him up to the reality of things, okay? But before we dive into the video though, please do well to subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. All right.
How you doing, Charlie? Everybody good? That's good. Okay, I got my phone out. That's cool for you? Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna quote you real quick. You said, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I mean that is correct. Yeah,
that's correct. Okay, so can we both agree?
What was the context of what I said though?
What was the context? I don't even want to get into DEI because your opinion on DEI, it doesn't really help it in this case. So, if the context between what you brought up was that you believe that
because they were being hired because they were black.
Okay, so can we both agree that every single pilot, whether black, white, whoever, has to go through FAA certification?
No, actually,
we can't.
New lawsuit shows that black pilots and female pilots have the standards being relaxed.
No, sir. Can we agree at the time of February 29th or 2023 when you said it at the time? No.
No, actually, I said it. That's why you don't know the context. Is that new lawsuits were showing that they were relaxing the standards for air traffic control and pilots in order to meet the standards.
The context of that was diversity, equity, and inclusion. What does that have to do with hiring?
Oh my God, really? What does DEI have to do with hiring? Jeez, God. I told you guys that this guy is beyond redemption, okay? But I didn't expect it to be this bad. I mean, DEI has everything to do with hiring. That is what we're talking about. Is he living under a rock? They are going for minorities, for diversity. In lieu of, qualification and merit, and you're asking what DEI has to do with hiring? Oh my God.
Everything. DEI definitionally is that we will hire more of a race versus a different race. So for example, United Airlines said that they want 50% of their new pilots to either be women or black. Okay. Currently, just so you understand, it's like 8%. So they want to go from 8% to 50%.
Okay.
And every time DEI is implemented, every single time, the lowering of standards occurs. Every single time.
Lowering of standards?
Correct.
Lowering of standards? Of course, lowering of standards. Because you're trying to meet up a racial quota. So you're going to get as many people as possible to meet up that racial quota, irrespective of whether they are extremely qualified or not. So, yes, lowering of standards, buddy.
So can I prove it to you? We both want excellence, right?
Okay.
If you and I said, hey, we want 50% of the new people going in the NBA are white.
Okay.
Would the NBA drop in its standard?
No.
No.
Even the fellow students, the crowd of fellow students can hear how ridiculous this guy sounds. Like, no. He chose to answer this honestly just to support his flawed narrative. I mean, who doesn't know that black people are better in basketball, at least in America? Now, getting more white people into the game just for the sake of diversity is going to significantly decrease the performance of the team. But dude would rather lie than, admit to the truth because he doesn't want his entire narrative to fall apart. Oh my God.
The National Basketball League?
No, if we said 50%, if we say
50% of the NBA dropped and it was only white.
No, I
you're
said...
saying, you're saying would the standard go down?
I'm not hearing what I'm saying. if 50% of all new people going in the NBA were white, by decree, would the quality of play of the NBA decrease?
Would the quality of play in the NBA decrease?
Yeah.
No, if they're the same standard of basketball player.
Hold on, let's talk realistic.
Well, what are you saying realistically? You're asking me if
75% of the NBA is black. 75%.
So does that mean white players are less better, or does that mean
whites are not as good at basketball as blacks? I mean, we got some big.
Everybody, calm down.
Oh my God. I totally love the fact that Charlie is not ashamed of admitting that black people are killing it when it comes to sports like basketball, okay? I mean, that is just the truth. Now, that being the case, when you try to artificially influence this reality by, let's say, trying to increase the percentage of the white people in this game, you end up signing up players who might not be even up to par, okay? At the expense of extremely talented players who are black. But because you're trying to attain a particular DEI quota, you just bring these not as talented white players into the team, not minding the fact that this would drastically reduce the performance of the entire team. This is pure fact, but the black college student would never want to admit that, because that again would tear apart his entire narrative.
Now,
we got some big exceptions. I mean, we're very proud of Larry Bird. Okay.
No, he's good. He's good.
We're very proud of Luka and Nikola. However, the point being, let's implement DEI in the NBA.
Okay.
If all of a sudden 50% of all the players have to be white, which means they have to say no to otherwise good black players.
There was a time where this happened, right?
Well, no, I of course, and the league wasn't as good. That's the point.
No, you understand that there was a time where the exclusion of African American players was in the NBA, right?
No, for sure. I acknowledge that, and the league got better as blacks were allowed in.
Did it get better, or did we just integrate ourselves in?
Well,
I'm totally losing brain cells, guys. This guy is living in La La Land. He is not here with us. No, but you understand that there was a time when the exclusion of African Americans was in the NBA, right? Of course. Well, that is all the more reason not to practice exclusion, aka DEI. In fact, this particular reason hampered the excellence of the NBA back then. It should always be merit over DEI any day. But let's hear our black brother clown himself more and more and more.
No, but wait,
the players in the league averages around that time weren't worse. We just got better.
Hold on. Do you actually think that, why is it that 75% of the NBA is black?
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it was a certain point around 1965
why
where
is
a
it?
law
Answer the
passed
question.
where we can actually...
Why is it that 75% of the NBA is black?
Because we integrated into the league.
No, because the best players are allowed to play in the NBA.
Well, actually, the best players in the NBA are European born. They're not even African American.
I mean, a couple of them are. As I said, we're very proud.
No, we're very integrated within sports, but what does that prove?
That proves that the NBA is not built on DEI, it's built on excellence.
The NBA isn't proof. So when you mention DEI, you're now saying that it's...
You obviously don't know what DEI is. DEI...
How I know what DEI is if you're not giving me a proper explanation
DEI
on what it is.
racial quotas.
Racial quotas?
Yes. You've never heard of DEI before. So, do you know what a racial quota is? You have to have a certain amount of a certain race. That is what United Airlines did. Mm-hmm. We must get to 50% of our pilots to be black or women. Okay. Therefore, if the NBA said 50% of our players have to be white, I guarantee you, we could try to get as many Serbs and Croats as possible. It's not going to make the NBA the best league. Instead, the NBA has a policy of which the NBA and the FAA and the United Airlines should have the same policy. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It matters how good you are at what you do. So excellence matters.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay. You guys shouldn't clap at that very important point he made, okay? Just shush. Allow me. I still have some ignorant things to say, people. Okay, champ. Go ahead. Clown yourself some more.
So what you're saying is... Everybody's good? So what you're saying is the NBA
is a great example
No, it's a bad example. Because in the example that I gave you, I said when you say a black or female pilot might be less qualified because of DEI, what you're implying is that they didn't earn their spot.
Correct, they didn't, because that's what DEI does.
That's what you're implying?
Because you're there because of the quota, not because of excellence.
Does DEI give you the opportunity because of who you are, or does it open up access?
No, it gives it because of literally the color of your skin.
Charlie, you are quoted by saying that, guys, Charlie.
Everyone knows the quote because it's true. When you hire
What's
somebody,
true?
It's true because they're there not because of their merit, but because of a racial quota. Why is it that only 8% of pilots right now for United Airlines are black or female?
It's actually 3%.
Oh, that proves my point even more.
And no, it doesn't. It's guys. DEI is the reason why they're not in these positions, but it's because they're. Listen,
man, you are.
At this point, everybody's brain is totally fried, okay? People are literally searching for their brain cells. God, how do you keep up with this kind of confused individual?
but it's because they're. Listen,
Man, you are making no sense at all.
that's cool.
No, explain
Diversity,
to me what.
equity, and inclusion is the. Sorry, okay. Diversity,
Explain
equity,
to me
and
what a
inclusion-
racial
I'm trying
quota
to.
is.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is the reason as to why accesses are now open to certain races.
Hold on, can a black person not become a pilot before DEI?
What are you saying? What was it? Equal opportunity or was it equal access?
But
Was it equal opportunity? Was it equal access?
it's
Charlie?
equal. Both.
It's both.
Yes,
It's equal opportunity and it's equal. I could not go to college in 1964 with a free ride, free paid tuition, but you could, Charlie.
Bro, you are not in 1964. Come on, this is 2025.
Hold
What
on.
are y'all
First of
saying?
all,
are y'all just forgetting that the last 50 years of
hold on.
historical
No,
context happened?
this is
that's
a
crazy.
How did that?
That's crazy.
How does that impact you? And wait, do you have a free ride right now?
Do I have a free ride right now?
Yeah.
I go to school.
Who pays your tuition?
Who pays my tuition?
Yeah.
I don't want to share that on.
You just said you had a free ride.
I don't want to.
Wait, hold on.
I said in 1964,
No. So it's 2025. Let's stay focused
So
on
in
today.
2025, even
Yeah.
with equal opportunity and
No,
open access,
it's not-
that's what diversity, equity, and inclusion is. It opened up access for people like me to get these opportunities.
But so someone has to pay for your college. Who's paying for it?
You're saying someone has to pay for my college?
Yeah. So taxpayers
y'all
are paying for
my
your
college. Deposit the money into the bank right now.
Well, they.
Show me your bank account. It's taxes. So
Okay, great.
what you're saying is, it was opened up accesses. What I'm presenting to you is that the access that I was allowed.
Okay, so what do you mean by access? What
do I mean by access?
How do black people not have access to a better life in America? What's preventing them?
What's preventing black people
Yes.
from having a better life in America?
Yes. What's preventing them?
Police, the government.
Hold on. No.
universities.
Police.
The
How
United
many
States
unarmed
President,
black
Donald
men die?
Trump.
How many
Donald
unarmed black men die from the hands of police every year?
The unarmed
nationally.
black- are you
Yes.
serious?
How many?
Charlie Kirk, we're talking about something that
How
I didn't
many?
come up here to
No,
talk
you
to
just said
about.
police. How many unarmed
did.
black men die at the hands of police every year?
Did I say that is the reason
You
why
just
we're
said
prohibited?
police.
Policing is an issue.
How?
Our
You're
police
right.
is
We don't have
militarized.
enough police
normal
on the streets of black
the normal
neighborhoods.
police department is well more funded than our normal libraries.
What is the number one cause of black death in Chicago?
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
I said other blacks.
Yes.
Other blacks.
Who's
People
killing?
being killed?
Who's killing the blacks from Chicago? A bunch of kids from Highland Park.
Charlie?
Who is killing them?
Who is killing African Americans?
Yes.
People are killing people.
No. What race is killing them?
Why are y'all trying to act like African Americans are just solely murdered? People are killing people.
No. What
That's a real
race is
problem
killing?
that we
Is it
have.
white people killing blacks or blacks killing
People
blacks?
are killing people, Charlie.
Okay, but hold on. What race is
You're
killing
saying
the other
what race is killing what race more? That does not matter.
It
What-
does matter because it's a black on black problem.
It's a
and
black on
blacks
black
need to
problem,
solve
or is it
the
a
problem
crime
of black
problem?
on black
Is it a
violence.
black-
I want you to tell me, why is it that black Americans are 13% of the population yet they commit 55% of the murders?
Where can you show me that?
Again, it's FBI statistics. It's
FBI
well known.
statistics. Where can you show me that at?
Can
you give me
ask
substantial
ChatGPT,
evidence
ask
with
Grok.
fact? Why would I ask ChatGPT when ChatGPT has shown, proven, what?
Prove it again. Anyone near you can show you the
ChatGPT has shown
stats, right?
proven
It's
data
right
that
there.
it is-
Look, man.
Let's read it. 70% of offenders were African American. Wait, pull it back up. Boo, yeah. Charlie, for the sake of myself, I really do appreciate the ability to debate with you, man.
I want you to think about what I asked you.
Okay, you mind if I have a hat?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank God for human civilization. Thank God for cell phones and the internet, because thanks to these factors, we can easily access information quicker and better. That was an instant fact check right there, okay? Not that that wasn't common knowledge though, because this rather shows that the college student doesn't listen to real information. Maybe He only listens to, Democrats and believes all the lies they keep telling him. Things like the biggest threat to black Americans in America are the police instead of fellow black people. I mean, people like these college students kind of lives in a bubble. They are largely oblivious to the actual situation of things. But at the end of the day, I'm happy he came forward to have this conversation with Charlie, okay? I think his eyes has been opened at least a little bit. At least he is slightly aware of reality now. So now he might start asking all the important questions that really matter. He might start thinking out of the box, and you never can tell. He might actually wake up from his slumber. Guys, this was extremely funny to watch, seeing as somebody was busy clowning himself and distorting the facts and reality. But like I said, I'm hopeful for him. He took a cap from Charlie, so maybe he's gonna start questioning some of his beliefs, and believe me, that would be wonderful for him. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.